Chapter 3 of From Under the Bed, or From Under Bed, depending on where you're reading. Boogeyman had left Drew in his bed and stood outside the McIntyre home. It was just starting to get light enough to look for clues, the Boogeyman thought to himself. His trained eye searched the grounds like the expert criminologist. I think that's actually right. He was. Seeing things only he would noticed. Branches broke, the grass smashed down, the ground slightly embedded. Yes, someone in he had been out if the year behind Drew's son's room. And then Boogeyman's eagle-like eyes saw it. He best over and plucked up a tuft of fur. To the trained eye, it would have looked like any tuft from any of the many stories that one word around WWE town. But to Boogeyman's trained eye, he knew what it was, and he knew where he had to go next. Could the WWE's most popular with children's wrestler be involved in the disappearance of the WWE's stars' own children? And worse yet, could one of Boogeyman's closest friends be involved? He had to find out. If it was him, he'd know. He started alking south.
Mm. Oh wait, I'm Everbells.
Yes.
Now who's this voice?
Yeah,
We'll
who is
see.
this voice?
It's Larry, but we'll see who it is.
Oh, I see.
What's up, tough guy?
The voice came from nowhere, behind Boogeyman, as he walked. And had Boogeyman been a man who had not seen all that Boogeyman had seen throughout the years, the sudden voice would have scared him with a start. But Boogeyman was not that sort of man. He was the man who had seen more than you could imagine. And this is a lot of explanation for him not being scared. And all the voice did was send his head into a sad shaking, and his tired mouth let out a sigh.
What do you want, Hacksaw?
Boogie sighed as he felt the ghost of Hacksaw Jim Duggan that was behind him pass through him to wind up floating right in front of him.
I heard you have a case you're working on.
Is me.
No, Joe.
No, it's...
Oh, really?
Yeah, Larry. It's Larry.
I think, because...
Doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
it is. It's Hacksaw.
Okay. Why, yeah. I heard you have my pirate. I heard you have a case you are working on, and I knew you would need the help. Oh, your number, exclamation point, essence.
It is number, exclamation point. Boogeyman sighed again. Acietant. Boogeyman sighed again. Hacksaw had been dead for years. This was news to no one anymore, except Hacksaw himself.
What?
Hacksaw was never the smartest man in life, but in death, the best description of Hacksaw was a ghost with Alzheimer's. Sometimes he didn't remember he was dead. He could never remember how he died. Seemed all he could remember was that somehow his spirit was attached to the strong aura of Boogeyman. Until the day Wolfgeyman could discover the Kasu of Hacksaw's death and free Hacksaw's spirit. All Boogeyman could remember at this moment was how annoying, though good-natured, Hacksaw was.
I'm like your Professor Watson to your Sherlock Holmes, Boogie, my boy.
No, wait, no, that's Sherlock Holmes. Hacksaw said.
We can surveil this case in one swipe of a 2x4. What's the first thing we have to do?
We don't have to do anything!
Boogeyman said annoyedly.
The way that Boogeyman spelled wrong like every other sentence, there's no way this is real.
It's amazing. It has to be. No, it's definitely.
I have to go interview a, well, suspect, I guess.
Great,
said Hacksaw.
We space play good cop, bad ghost. I'll scare the truth right out of them. Why, I'll make them shiver and cry till they beg ya to arrest them. Why, who we gonna go see anyway, Boogie?
Boogeyman knew he would have to lie if he wanted to get rid of the silly spectre.
Why? We're going to see Vince McMahon.
The boogeyman lied.
And I think he's pre-DPO'd.
Ugh, yeah.
Said Hacksaw.
I can wait, but I gotta go to the lumber store to get some wood. Yeah.
What?
I'll see you later, Boogie.
And with that, Hacksaw blipped into nothingness. Haha, Boogeyman laughed to himself inside. Vince can even scare the dead in WWE Town. But Boogeyman stopped laughing when he drew near to the house he was going to. The house of a friend. And the house of now a suspect. The house of Rey Mysterio Jr.
What?
Boogeyman's huge... He's the children's favorite, and he might have kidnapped kids. It's a secret. Boogeyman's huge fist rapped on the door of Ray's nice little cottage. Ray's masked head, he wears his mask all the time, answered the door, and soon the two thrones were inside exchanging pleasantries. But Sue, Ray spoke.
I know this isn't a social call, Boogeyman.
Ray said.
Is it about the missing kids case you're working on?
Yeah, Ray.
Really happy we got the actual Ray to do that voice. It's so great to have him in here. Boogeyman sadly said,
I found this. The back year of the missing McIntyre boy's house. I was wondering if you could explain it.
or explain it even.
Yes, explain
it. Explain it, perfect. Boogeyman handed over the tuft of fur to Ray.
It's yours, isn't it, Ray?
Fur?
Yeah, it's mine. Why? You think I had something to do with the kid's disappearance? Boogeyman, we've been through friends for how long, and you think this?
Listen, Ray.
Boogeyman said unaccusingly.
I just want to know how it got there.
Well, I'll tell you.
Ray said angrily.
That was easy. Okay. And then you can leave us my home. You see, Drew's birthday was coming up next week, and Drew's little boy wanted me to teach him how to do a moonsault that he could show Drew for Drew's birthday, and I had been teaching him in the backyard for a week, and he was doing great.
Dog.
I loved that kid. I love all kids. You know what, Boogeyman? You know, why do I need to explain?
No, you don't!
Said the Boogeyman in an ashamed voice. He was so pressured to solve this case, he had actually, though ill, of the finest men he ever knew. Boogeyman suddenly felt ashamed.
Well, I will this anyways,
Ray said.
My poor madre was attacked when she was pregnant with me. But no just attacked by a human, but by the hombre lobo, the werewolf.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Luckily, she did not die. And before the next full moon, she gave birth to me.
What?
Unlucky, she immediately died afterwards. And I was born like this.
Ray pulled his mask off to revel a face. More dog than human, more wolf than man.
So I was Los Merenadros, the outcast. For a year, I roamed the Mexico countryside, more monster than man, having to live with this malformed face, Nad's stunned growth. I survived only by my wits and the sheep and goats I would kill to feed my starving body.
Her straying body.
The Crule Locos called me El Chupacabra, the goat sucker. And I would have to live away my whole life had you not come to Mexico to investigate the rumors of a wild monster beasts.
No,
and
beasts.
I admit...
Wait. Monster
The rumors
beats.
of wild monster beats.
Monster beats. Yeah, yeah.
Mirth of wild monster beats. And I admit you discovered my plight and saved me, bringing me to America and ever giving me a job in the WWE.
Timeline, come on.
A place where I could live my dream of entertaining children all over the world to give them the happy childhood I never had. I owe you my life, Boogeyman, but your accusation hurt, and I may have the face of a dog, but am not man's best friend. I am breast friend of children everywhere.
Read that one more time.
I am the breast friend of children everywhere.
Everywhere.
I am sorry.
Dear Captain Marvelous and all of my other Mexican-American friends, I am not saying that Mexicans can't speak proper English. I'm just reading the improper English of this person who wrote this story.
I love children. I am the breast friend of them. Boogeyman
Totally
replied,
not suspicious at all.
No, it's cool. Boogeyman replied, taken aback.
I am just so worried about these kids. Solving the case is something I must do. And as people in you country let your face blind them to your good heart, I let my case blind me to our true fried endship.
No, my amigo, my friend, my dog. No, he didn't say that. I too have been blinded. When I was training the boy, he told me that he was afraid. That he had shadow of a large man outside his window. I thought this was all just a childhood fantasy. But I checked out anyway. Under his window, I found this.
Ray handed Boogeyman a torn piece of cloth.
Now, is this me?
This is Ray.
I don't have to tell you with all the great detective training, but I can tell many things with my keen sense of smell. And I know who this smell like. It smell like our large friend. I did not tell the authorities as I did not want to expose him to fear scrutinous. But I should have. I give it to you to decide what to do.
This is my favorite spelling of Boogeyman of all time.
I gotta get this right.
Thank you, my friend.
Said the bookage man. I don't.
And then there's quotes here, but he's not saying anything.
Yeah, I know. There's one quotation mark. Boogeyman took the bit of black cloth, it's black, and ran it through his finger. Just he smelled it, and although his nose was not canine, it's not even right, like his friends, he too could smell the odor. But Boogeyman knew this was not the odor of the man, but of a chemical, as speakial chemical, a chemical only found one place, in the house of its inventor. And to that large old house, the Boofky man knew now that he must go.
That's it.
And ladies and gentlemen, next time we will have the chapter 4 of From Under the Bed, entitled The Brothers in Harms.
I get it.
How many chapters are there?
This is the last chapter that's on there. This needs to be updated soon. Come on, friend of this guy. Get him to update,
It's
please.
never going to be updated.
We need it. We need to know
When
what's
did he
happening.
make chapter 4?
We need to know about K9 Rey Mysterio. And
Tell your friend that there's a audio production company that's interested in doing the audiobook version of his story.
oh no.
Oh, with the real WWE wrestlers, with Hacksaw Jim Duggan playing as Ghost.
Well, we do have Ray, clearly, as you heard.
Yes.